paper, First News, The Nation, Saturday Times Leadership Weekend, Saturday Telegraph Weekend Trust, Saturday Vanguard, and many more that we can take on the program this morning. Let's kickstart with Saturday Punch. And the big story here is about hardship protests. Organizers there, FG, insist on August rallies. As nobody in the world can stop us, says Northern Group. IG claims foreign infiltration. Youth accuse DSS of freezing accounts. Shelve your demonstration. Tita Boss Tampolo begs organizer. All of this on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. And fear kills resurface in Abuja, Ogun, others as minister begs for calm. And while these guys as far as pastors seek spiritual protection, this is coming from Yahoo Boys. And more stories there. Lagos man overnight sleeping at construction site after 5 people die in building collapse. All of the stories there on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. Olamide?
On the first news, Tinubu's dilemma. That's the big story there. Fair or caution behind the effort to halt August protests? That's a big question. A picture there says the Lagos State Governor meets with civil society and self-determination groups to discuss peace ahead of planned nationwide protests. FCT pleased gear up for nationwide protests with 4,200 personnel deployment. Still on the planned protest, human rights activist notifies the IGP, demands police cooperation. Consider alternative means of expressing grievances. The Christian Association of Nigeria urges Nigerians have no cabal or sponsors to compensate. President Tinubu declares. You cause it all. Dele Momodu blames Tinubu for Nigeria's woes, warns against dictatorship. Naira depreciates to 1,610 Naira per dollar in the parallel market. And outside Nigeria, Obama endorses Kamala Harris. That's on the U.S. election. The major stories on the front page of the first news.
All right, now let's move on to the Nation newspaper. And the big story is about IGP, foreign mercenaries involved in planned protests. Shatima, that is the vice president. This isn't time to protest but solve problems. Traditional rulers can others ask organizers to pursue dialogue. Tompolo, protests will cause more harm than good. More states sees CSOs, youth groups back out of action. All right, Adunia Day, my battles with rejection. Page 13 there of the Nation newspaper. And divorce Miss South Africa contestant under fire over Nigerian roots. And on the masthead, we have local government autonomy, chairmen, councillors who embezzle funds, risk jail. And this is coming from the Attorney General of the Federation and says FG committed to eliminating corruption. And Rivers crisis court stops PDP Damagum from conducting congresses. And ousted LG chairman accused governments of disobeying court judgments. All of the stories there on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning.
So the Saturday Times, still on the planned nationwide protest. IGP alleges involvement of foreign mercenaries as more groups vow to participate. Rather, there says they demand details, contact of organizers, partakers. Deploys 4,200 men to the Federal Capital Territory. 125 Boko Haram terrorist financiers sentenced in mass trial. And there's a simple guide on essential documents for buying used vehicles in Nigeria. NNPCL's job portal crashes with influx of application hours after announcing openings. These are the major stories on the Saturday Times this morning.
A leadership weekend now, and the big story is about foreign sponsors behind hunger protest. And now IGP there talking says organizers must register with police. NANS, multiple groups pull out. Labor unions in Sokoto, Bauchi not in support. Shell protests, Akan Tumpulu, others tell youth. Bomb explosion rocks Yobe livestock market. And on the masthead, we have NPAN condoles champion newspaper over Nyawu's death and bring down high cost of living. Traditional rulers charge President Bola Tinubu. All of the stories there on the front page of Leadership Weekend.
So the Saturday Telegraph, still on this protest. We stand in solidarity with Nigerians. Christian Association says advocates other means of expressing grievances other than protests. Shelf proposed protest to Polo appeals to Nigerians. Adebanjo, Ipomwe, and Labour Party others deferring action. FCT police to deploy 4,200 operatives. UN Deputy Scribe Mohammed meets President Tinubu, calls for return to constitutional rule in Mali. Niger, others, says UN not negotiating on behalf of ECOWAS, but supporting the sub-region. And on page 5, a senior advocate of Nigeria, Lisa Gbakoba, says how President Tinubu can solve Nigeria's economic problems in 6 months. Federal government writes the United Kingdom demands Tier 1 airport for Nigerian airlines, threatens to move BA to Ilorin, Kano. Court convict 125 Boko Haram tourist financiers in mass trials. Jonathan, Atiku, Obi, Sanwo-Olu, Soludo, others pay tribute to Iwanyawu. The major stories on the front page of Saturday Telegraph.
We can trust now Dangote, the untold story there. We can trust this morning on how FD contemplated ban on diesel. Right, crude swap deal impedes NMPC's L feedstock supply to refinery. And after gulping 2.5 billion naira Kano mass transit buses left to waste. Next time, I would prefer to be born in Namibia, not Nigeria. Former Army Chief General Ishola Williams retired. They're talking. And all of the stories there on Weekend Trust this morning.
The Saturday Vanguard, Niger Delta stakeholders to President Tinubu, oil subsidy mafia fighting Dangote. There are beneficiaries of subsidy payment working against revival of other refineries so that fuel importation will continue. Read between the lines and take action. You're telling the president. Stop planned protests. The AJNI, Christian Association of Nigeria, Kwara Abdul Razak, Enugu Youth, others beg Nigerians, say protest not solution to problems. We are not for protest. Our businesses will be target. Eagles in Lagos. President Tinubu making efforts to change things. That's according to Chompolo. On the 2024 Olympics, Nigeria begins a medal chase. There's a feature story here. How Buhari's men stopped investigation of a $1 billion fraud case. Well, these are the major stories on the front page of Saturday Vanguard.
All right, Saturday Independent now. Nigeria's religious industry worth may exceed 500 trillion naira by 2024 and growing on gains by kleptocratic leading class. That's a report there. No data yet on the industry's size, contributions to nation's GDP. That's MBS. Urgent need to stop commercializing spiritual services. Islamic cleric, they're talking. And traditional rulers charge FG to bring down cost of living, petroleum product, others. Police deployed 4,200 officers for August 1st protest in FCT. 140 groups cancel participation following Fubara's appeal in Rivers State. Attempt to sabotage Dangote refinery, red flags to foreign investors, group warns. Appeal to Tinubu to wade in. Let's quickly move on to the masthead. Hardship. Titan Buzz Tampolo appeals to Nigerians to shall propose nationwide protest, says President Tinubu is working hard. Why exit create deep void in nation's landscape and Pandey talk. All of the stories there on the front page of Independence this morning.
To the sporting life, I'm going to my husband's house. Amushan jokes. Nigerian athletes defy rain to showcase stylish outfits mixed reactions, great attire. Newcastle pushing for Madueke. And on the PSG deal, Enrique rejects Osimhen pre-season USA tour. Chukwueze makes AC Milan's squad. West Ham drag FA to court over Paqueta. And a Messon's return date hidden from Inter Miami teammates.
Well, all of the stories on the front page of the dailies. Get a copy and get yourself abreast with events and happenings in the country. All right.